New cars in 2026 are getting even worse. We've somehow normalized spending $50,000, $60,000, even $70,000 on cars that are basically disposable plastic junk. Car manufacturers have very obviously shifted focus from making good, reliable cars to overpriced consumer accessories meant to keep you distracted and broke forever. Don't believe me? Well, stick around for today's episode. As usual, I'll be reading some of your comments in today's video, so if you want to be in the next one, definitely make sure to drop one down below. Engine failure on brand new Super Duty. Sounds expensive. Oh yeah. That ain't supposed to sound like that.
10,000 miles on her, bro. Fucking shitty. 2024 with 10,000 miles, and this is what she sounds like.
Is this how my Power Stroke's supposed to sound like?
Yep.
It didn't even make it to its first break-in oil change at 10,000 miles that the manufacturer recommends now. Yeah, because that'll make sense. Rod knock at 10,000 miles. And the funniest part is people will still swear by their Ford trucks, and they'll still buy them. When will people learn? I will never understand. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to read a couple of comments that people had left on this TikTok because I think it's hysterical. Top comment, somebody literally said, it's supposed to sound like that if it's a cold start. Imagine saying that with that much like assurance in yourself, that much confidence. That's how mine sounds. Hey, buddy, hate to break it to you. They're not. Your truck is not supposed to sound like that. Everybody's like, bro, no, it's not supposed to sound like that. Oh my gosh. There's a reason why Ford stands for fix or repair daily. What more do I need to say? How it feels driving any car made after 2022. Seriously. Had this debate for like months now. We've made many videos on this, and what we're seeing over the years is the added screens into cars, and it's terrible. I hate it. Yet the craziest part is some people swear by it. Actually, I'd like to think I'm in the minority group that actually can't stand the massive touchscreens that are in the car. It was okay when they like first did a refresh and they added like a touchscreen radio. I was cool with that, but the second you started taking away my knobs and you started putting the climate control in the massive 14-inch touchscreen, that's where you cross the line, because it really does start to piss me off. It almost seems like they're doing it on purpose because it's cheaper or something like that, to have every single button and doodad gone and just slap on a touchscreen, feed it out to you, and people eat it up. Anywho, I wanted to read a couple of comments that you guys had left on the previous New Cars Are Horrible episode. If you haven't checked that video out, highly recommend you do. And if you want to get featured in the next one, definitely make sure to drop a comment down below. Cell phones are adult pacifiers. Yeah, here's the irony in this whole thing. You will get pulled over, possibly arrested for being on your cell phone, distracted while driving. Yet somehow car manufacturers have been able to get away with putting 14-inch touchscreens in the car with tons of notifications, pop-ups, and doodads on it. And that's okay. Ambient lighting going all off inside the car, that's totally fine. Make it make sense, please. How it started, keep watching. 2025 Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum, 1,276 miles, $147,000 to not work. Sounds like the battery died.
Shut the fuck
Brand new
up.
car. AAA trying to jumpstart my car at 8 p.m.
All your lights outside lighting up, your brake lights are coming on.
Yeah, everything's
everything. The starter just not engaging.
Sounds like a flat battery, which shouldn't happen on a new car anyway.
Making a click sound, like it's losing connection to the starter, like a dead battery to the starter.
Yeah, like a dead battery, yeah.
So sad.
We have to tow the car instead of just replacing the battery? Okay.
My car cannot go into neutral, so this is fun.
Are new cars... That's the craziest part too with new cars is it's becoming harder and harder and harder to be able to put cars into neutral because they're removing the gear selector. No longer is it like manual linkage where you can just shift it or press a button and pull it. Now they're replacing them all with sensors and little knobs or dials to turn it into drive and reverse. It's ridiculous. It pisses me off so much.
My car ended up being towed up to the service department for the Cadillac of Turnersville, New Jersey. This service department has been a nightmare, and I encourage you to view the playlist. I'll tag it with this video. I'm being told that my motor is locked, that it's blown, that it's no good. I have asked several times for proof that my motor was blown, something in writing, and the service department is refusing. To me, this is a red flag. I've also asked how this happens, and I still cannot get a straight answer. I'm just being told it happens. I've also asked how they tested my motor to prove that it was blown. They said they tested it. That's the only answers I will get. I also went up to the dealership to pick up the rental after a couple of days and to get my personal belongings out of the car. They disabled my car and would not unlock it for me or let me inside of it to get my personal belongings. I'll enclose a video of how pissed I was when I tried to do that. So I came to get my stuff out of the car. My hood is fucking open.
Okay.
All open with all the elements, and they disconnected my battery so I can't get into my car. This is the type of work that they do to your car.
American made, baby. American muscle. Cadillac. American luxury. Get it today. Unreal. Craziest part is dealerships are horrible. I honestly, there have been very, very, very few dealerships. You know, I don't want to be biased here, but it's very hard to find a dealership that will do good on their part. They must be like trained in the sales department and in the like warranty department or something to deny as many warranties as possible and just make it hard and make it difficult and find any which way to avoid paying out or doing any work. And most people will just probably be like, okay, it's fine, whatever, and then go on their merry way. And they know this, so that's why they're trained to do it. It is so difficult to get warranty work now. It really is a fight. You know, just because you have a brand new car, which everybody swears by, well, I have a 10-year warranty. It'll be fine. If anything happens to it, they'll just fix it. I hate to break it to you, but there have been many comments on my videos that I've made from salespeople and warranty people that work at dealerships that say, no, we try to deny your warranty. We make it difficult for you. So you're left SOL. Honestly, in my opinion, most vehicles built after around 2005 are a part of planned obsolescence and aren't built to last, even with paying immaculate attention to maintenance. It is true. And the craziest part with that is because most of them are made out of plastic now. If not all cars nowadays, after some year, maybe it's 2005, have become more and more and more plastic versions of it. They've replaced more of the metal components with plastic stuff, which has an expiration date. It 100% will break down on you, no matter how much maintenance and care you put into it. Doesn't matter. The fact is, over time, plastic oxidizes, plastic gets brittle, and it gets less flexible. And when it's heated and cooled constantly and has coolant that's hot and cold constantly ran through it or whatever, it breaks. So it is inevitable that you're going to have to fix stuff for something that, had it have been made out of metal in the first place, which has been proven to work by older cars, you'd save tons and tons and tons of money. So it is really stupid. I really don't know what year they started going this way. I have a 2010 Mazda 3. Some of the things are made out of plastic, but it's a fairly reliable-ish car. And I also have a 2018 Audi RS3, and it's fairly reliable, depending on who you ask. I believe so. Inline 5-cylinder is a pretty solid engine if you take care of it, but all the accessories are made out of plastic, and they get brittle. It's a problem. Anywho, I want to know from you, what year did everything start to go downhill and why? Drop a comment down below. When's the last year you'd ever buy a car?
All right, so I'm on a test drive with these guys, and the car broke down on the side of the highway. Here we are in this 2022 Escalade with 48,000 miles on it.
48,000 miles.
Taking up the entire highway. This thing is completely stuck in the middle of the road. Got a car from the dealership that came out to assess what's happening. It is official. The Escalade does not work.
That is absolutely hysterical. Imagine being on a test drive, trying to get sold this amazing car, low mileage, it's amazing, and the engine seizes while you're driving it. And then even your sales guy knows that he's selling you a piece of crap. So he goes and makes a video explaining it's a piece of crap and posts it on the internet. What more proof do you possibly need to not buy Cadillacs or pretty much any American-made car at this point here? The buyer was lucky. Imagine signing all the documents and you start driving to home and that happens. See, that's the funniest part too. This dude dodged a freaking bullet, because what would have happened is he would have signed for it, paid it all, dealership would have wiped their hands clean. Guy would have been on his way home to park it in his driveway. Engine would have seized. Dealership would have said, not our problem, totally your fault. We're not taking any responsibility for this. It's all on you. Unreal. Brand new 2025 GMC Sierra, 100 miles. Oh my gosh. Are you starting to see a pattern here? How most of these newer cars that are breaking seem to all be American? So you have about like 3 options. You can either buy American and it's going to self-implode and grenade on you. You can buy German, which is going to be very, very, very expensive to repair, but they are decently reliable. Or you have Japanese or Korean. I would stay away from Korean. We haven't even gotten to the parts yet where Kia and Hyundais are blowing up. We'll get there, but stick with Japanese, guys. If you want to buy a car, to have for a long time, stick with Japanese. Honda, Toyota, Mazda. That's it. Anything else, stay away from. If you want to just throw money away, go lease any of the other cars that I had mentioned. Or if you're a mechanic and you like fixing stuff constantly, then buy a German car. Well, if you're unsure of whether or not you're at a GM dealership, just have a peek out in the parking lot.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now,
if there's stacks of transmissions waiting to be delivered, then you know you're at the dealership.
save £50 per
Wow.
person. That's $200.
What's even funnier is this reminds me of the last video we made where some guy went to the side of a Kia dealership and found 2 or 3 dumpsters filled with Kia engine blocks because they all grenaded on themselves. POV, you buy a new car in 2026.
It's a 2028. You like it?
I swear, bro. Fucking Ford's coming out with fucking crazy shit every year.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally
But
where
you
we're
guys down
going.
for the club or what?
I'm down.
All right, let's go.
The balcony? What the fuck is that?
A club.
All
All right, we be there no time, boys.
It really is getting to the point where I would place a bet now that in 2 to 3 years, we're not even going to have a windshield. It's just going to be one big digital display, and you'll have maybe a camera that is filming the outside of the car. Like we've already done that for the rear behind the cars. Now our rear view mirrors in most Chevys and Cadillacs are just a camera that films the back of it, which to me is very freaky, and I don't trust it. But why'd you opt for the mini display? You bought a brand new car in 2026. No joke, though. See, the funny thing is, these stereotypes come from somewhere. They don't just magically appear. So the bottom comment says, and look at that, your whip for real is literally just one large iPad with wheels on it. Someone says, anyone seen the new Audi A5? And I'm a big Audi fan. Or, well, I used to be. I can't stand the way the newer Audis are going with the massive touchscreens. Same thing with Mercedes and the rest of them here. But I wanted to look it up because I haven't seen the Audi A5s. So this here is essentially what they're doing with the new Audis. And personally, I find it absolutely repulsive. Unless you're like an iPad baby or an iPad kid and grew up glued to one, then you'd probably like this. The ambient lighting all throughout the car, the complete removal of shifters, the massive touchscreen, not one in this car, but 3, We have a LCD screen display dash with the instrument cluster, where the instrument cluster used to be. We have a massive one for the radio and probably your climate control. And then, because why not? Let's replace the passenger freaking side with another screen. What could the passenger possibly need on another screen? I spoke too soon. Just when I thought the other one was horrible, Mercedes outdoes it, of course. Because why? Why do we need it? Why do we need all of that? It's so ridiculous. Instead of there used to be an era many years ago where car and auto manufacturers were really focused on making solid performance cars. Like that's where they were focused at. Reliable, built, performance. Not anymore. Now it is all consumerism and iPad baby. That's what it is. And it pisses me off so much because these cars are disposable crap. And the irony is they're literally encouraging people to be distracted. You want people to be paying attention to the road. No, I would think so. Drivers are horrible enough on the roads. Now we're encouraging it by putting massive distracting touchscreens. Look at all the lighting going around. The headlights, a million different things flying all over the road. How stupid can this be? Imagine being young and thinking all this is all normal. Your kids are cooked. Didn't I just say that? The only people that are going to appreciate this is the kids that didn't know any better, unfortunately. But it's just not a car anymore. This is seriously an extension of your living room. A car is supposed to get you from A to B. Or if you're really into it, it's supposed to be, have some performance, some aesthetic, really raw power. But that's not what they're focused on. Now they're that's not the important part. The engine, the transmission, that's not important. As long as it lasts the life of the warranty, 4 years, 5 years, because people will, obviously be on to the next car much earlier than that, then it's totally cool. And you can see the money shifted from under the hood. They don't even want you touching it. Now there's all the body panels all over it. Some cars don't even have dipsticks anymore, or drain bolts for the transmission. Crazy. And they've shifted all the focus and money into the interior of the car. And I find it so stupid. Imagine having one thing goes wrong, one software error, one scratch on that screen. You're going to have to replace the entire freaking dashboard. $10,000 probably to replace it. It's so stupid.
I'm literally just driving down the highway and I started hearing something on my car. The fucking thing that came off.
What is it even held on with? Glue? We're not even screwing panels in anymore or clipping them. We're just sticking them onto the side of cars now? That's how lazy these car manufacturers are getting? Unreal. You know what's even crazier than Kia's falling apart, which is not that crazy? The fact that more than 50% of you guys that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel. That to me is crazy. Believe it or not, subscribing to the channel is completely free. All it does is let me know that you guys like to see videos like this and that I should keep making more videos like this. So if it's not too much to ask, just give it a quick tap down below. Look at his smirk. Is this the new Audi A5? This is the A5. Look at the knob. That's all the buttons you get to drive it. Customers in 1989, is it reliable? Customers in 2025, is it going to make me look rich and cool? No, seriously. This sums it up perfectly. It's like back in the day, it used to be, focused. The focus was on people. I think even after World War II, it was really focused on, we won the war, go America. Let's really double down on our citizens and give everybody pensions and benefits and healthcare and time off and really support the growing industry. And then as the new era, the new 2000s came along, we've slowly pivoted into profits over people, ultra mega corporate greed and mega corporations and late stage capitalism. And now the focus is making everyone super dependent on consumerism, having no identity, and solely focused on materialistic crap that they can fully control and manipulate. Fast fashion, new trends, fads, Stanleys. I mean, I just saw Stanley cups, which was once, selling for over retail on the black market, is now sitting at TJ Maxx on sale. They can't even get rid of them for like $15. This is the same thing with cars, and everything else is constantly getting everyone hooked to make a car an accessory of yourself and, an extended version of your phone. It's not supposed to be a reliable vehicle or tool to get you from A to B anymore. Now it's an accessory like anything else that gets constantly changed, which is why most people are broke, in debt, and will never escape the middle class and the rat race, because they're too, brainwashed to realize what's going on. Oh, look, another Chevy.
2021 Bronco with only 1,500 miles. Dropped a valve.
It shredded the spark plug? I've never seen that before.
Coolant in the oil.
And people swear by their Broncos because, again, they're buying them based off how cute it looks instead of the reliability. Now, some mechanic, please explain to me how dropping a valve gets coolant in the oil. It's not like it blew a gasket. So why is there coolant in the oil? Oh, look at that. Plastic drain plug.
Oh my God.
They're cutting every corner they can. Unreal. What a piece of crap.
Nothing lasts forever.
No, only 1,500 miles.
Long blockade.
Wow. Engine off. Shift to P. Then start engine. She's going 40 miles an hour.
So I'm here to tell you that everything you hear about Hyundai being a terrible company and them not caring about their customers and them not standing behind their product, it's true. Hyundai's just garbage. It's trash. Do yourself a favor. Get a Toyota.
Yeah, the newer ones are absolute junk. Same thing with the Kias. Although I have seen some much older Sonatas on the road still, with well over 100,000 miles. So it's definitely their newer ones. I wouldn't opt to, my first choice wouldn't be a Kia or a Hyundai at any year, 2010, 15, whatever. But if I had to, I would definitely get an older one than any of the newer ones. Even a simple $15 headlight bulb has turned into $500, up to $1,000 repair because you need the whole headlight assembly. Yeah. What's even crazier is it's even more expensive than that now. And for those that don't know, I have a second channel where I like to rebuild cars and fix cars. And if you're interested in that, definitely make sure to check it out. But I rebuilt a Volkswagen Golf R. Headlight shattered. It cost $500 just for the headlight, used. Not to mention, there's like 4 headlight modules on the back of them that are each $600 like new. So you're talking about a $3,000 freaking dollar headlight. It's crazy. And that's why cars get totaled out for like a measly little fender bender or bump in the front, because it's not just a bumper and a headlight anymore. You have a bumper, parking sensors, radar, you have crash sensors, you have $4,000 headlights, you have headlight washers. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on of all these unnecessary accessories added into the front of the cars that makes a little repair that could have been, $1,000 back in the day, closer to like $10,000 to $15,000 today.
The outage created driving chaos on the streets as traffic lights were down throughout the city, and Waymo's self-driving cars were put on pause by the company after the autonomous vehicles were baffled by the lack of traffic lights, getting stuck at intersections and causing traffic jams.
Why am I not surprised?
Leave it alone or pay $5,000 to fix everything. Well, today we have a 2019 C43 with 83,000 miles, and we're doing a ton of repairs on this, and we're going to show you exactly what we're doing. So one of the first repairs we're doing and taking care of is the oil separator. So you can see this is like the centrifuge cover that goes in the back, and then these hoses go into this oil separator box. Now what can be common is these hoses that
oil separator. What is that for? Like the PCV valve to, you know, separate the oil fumes from the exhaust gases? Is that what that is? Did you notice how every single thing in that was plastic?
Attached to it, which is right here to brake. We actually have another vehicle over there that's leaking that we will show you. But this box, to do this repair, there's a lot of stuff that needs to come apart. We have to take the intake manifold apart, move all these lines and hoses out of the way. That way we can have access and put this back in here.
Wow. I didn't realize how much plastic was actually put into those Mercedes. Jeez. Plastic valve covers, plastic intakes, plastic oil pans, plastic radiator tanks, and plastic coolant pipes, not to mention plastic thermostats and plastic water pumps. Volkswagen is notorious for plastic oil pans and plastic drain plugs. They're all going to fail, and that is planned. 100% they are all going to fail or warp or break or crack, and they are all conveniently going to fail after the warranty period. That's how it is. After that, you are on borrowed time, my friend.
Well, I'm one of them. 2022 GMC.
When are we going to learn?
AT4X, the baddest truck that GMC is supposed to make. It burns 3.5 quarts of oil in between oil changes. Also, had a recall on the grill. Mine flew off in Kansas during turkey season. I mean, I've been a GM guy for a long time. I've got a 2006 Chevy, 3/4 ton Duramax, got 267,000 on it. I drive it across the country today. Brand new GMC Acadia sitting there. That's my wife's. But then tonight, I'm driving out the road. I'll show you a picture of my truck. 42,000 miles.
The ball joint flew out.
Look at that. But this, I don't know. What are you doing, GMC? What are you guys building us now? Like, for the first time in a long time, I've thought about switching.
Wow. Yep.
I don't know.
Toyota, baby.
Everybody tell me what you think.
Tacoma. It's a damn shame because GM and like Ford and Dodge have some of the most loyal customers out there. Like once you have them, they will die for the brand. It's crazy. GM's just taking advantage of it. They don't care. They're outsourcing everything. China's making it all out of cheap plastic junk, cutting corners, whatever it is, and selling you crap. And people are buying it. It really is a shame the way this car industry is going. Friends bought some fast food. When they were being handed the drink, the entire lot of cups spilled onto the touchscreen and the electronics and everything shut down. Had to have the car towed from the drive-thru lane. Held up orders for over 2 hours. Yeah, you hate to think like, you spill one drink, it's over. One little drop of water, some condensation off your cup, down into the circuitry, whole car is going to be fried. Day one of me posting my Kia drama.
Day one of me posting my Kia drama until they fix my car or give me a new one. Since we've got this brand new car, this slider door has never worked. And now we've taken it in and the door literally won't open. So they told us that they're going to have to cut it off to be able to get it open and that I'm going to have to pay for that. So here's to hoping this will go to the right place and that I will be able to get my car fixed without me having to pay thousands of dollars to get it done. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Unreal. Ever since they started replacing all the mechanical cables with sensors and buttons, everything's gone downhill as well. It really does suck that every single thing on a car now that used to be mechanical, real linkage, is now just a sensor and wires, and it all breaks and it all short circuits, and it's a fortune to repair. You have to be like an electrician at this point here, or an electrical engineer, to be able to work on these cars, and it's a fortune, and they won't just sell you the one plug, they'll sell you the whole freaking thing to replace for thousands more dollars. Unbelievable. Guys, if you disagree with me or agree with me, let me know down in the comments section below. What cars would you avoid? What cars are even worth purchasing in 2026? I want to hear all about it down below. I'll try my best to respond to as many of you as I can. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. And if you haven't seen my previous episode on how new cars are horrible, definitely make sure to check that out right after this. Peace.